Hello, Libra. Welcome to your Oracle reading for January. I'm using the Energy Oracle cards. These are not tarot cards, they're Oracle cards. Um, you went through some sort of conflict, but this conflict was a good conflict because it opened the door to spirit, okay? It opened the door to spirit. And with spirit, we have you're going through some sort of spiritual awakening and new beginning. This door opens onto truly unlimited potential, for the changes that happen here reach deep into the core of your being. As such, this card often heralds your increasing powers in the spiritual arts and a deepening connection with the spirit world. Don't be surprised if you find yourself becoming more intuitive, more aware of spirit's presence, or more powerful in your own healing practices. Now is the time to open up to the unexpected guidance and inspiration of spirit and to the magic and power of your true identity. Okay. So some of you are getting closer to spirit around this time. And with this, we have the temple path and blossoming abundance. Okay. So you're on some sort of sacred path that's leading you to blossoming abundance. So I'm going to get some more information on the blossoming abundance. So you may be getting a new increase in wealth, possibly in a dramatic and unexpected way. Be aware that you sow the seeds of your own wealth and prosperity, much like a gardener works the ground and begins to see blooming results that take hold. This card upright indicates that the universe is blessing you and helping the fruits of your labor to blossom. So smell the flowers and tend to the new growth. Be grateful and enjoy. We also have you achieving some sort of victory. You are opening the door to your personal healing and happiness, okay? We have a victory, okay? So healing and happiness, okay? Success is on its way, and you have a sense of pride in what you've worked to accomplish. The achievement may be a great outer success, or it may be a deep inner change that you've been exerting a lot of effort toward. Enjoy this sense of accomplishment, but be careful not to rest upon your laurels. People expect outer triumph to bring great changes, but often there may still be inner work to do. Let yourself be open to victory on every level now. And we also have walking away and the world. So there is something you're walking away from to start a new beginning with this world card, okay? Let's get more clarification on the walking away. So now would be a good time to let go of an old habit, emotional pattern, or false belief, okay? No matter how deeply ingrained a negative pattern may be, you now have the power to release it and move on to a freer, healthier way of thinking and relating to yourself and others. Whether it's in the inner or outer world, this card is telling you that you have the readiness and resources to walk away from the old and move forward now. Okay, so you're ready to walk away from something because you're starting something new. Now we're going to get more clarification with the Soul's Journey lesson cards. I just need to pull these cards out and shuffle them. I hope you're having a good day, Libra. I I really need to get these cards organized because I think I have a bunch of them that are upright and a bunch of them that are upside down. But I read them all in the upright anyways. So you're walking away from a situation or from an addiction or past patterns. Could be negative thoughts because you're having a new beginning with that world energy. And I'm going to shuffle these one more time, and then we'll get the clarification that we need on this. All right. So for your storm warning, we have freedom. So you're getting free from a conflict. I possess the power and the free will to create my own happiness. And for door to spirit, we have judgment. I understand that everyone has their own unique path and challenges. Okay. So God, has basically showed you, that whoever you're dealing with, they have their own unique path and challenges. And for temple path, we have guilt. I release any beliefs that no longer assist in my soul's growth. And for blossoming abundance, we have perseverance. I know that I can do whatever I set my mind to. And we have victory, we have balance. I bring a state of perfect harmony into my world, and I do so without judgment. And for door to personal healing and happiness, we have grief. I understand that losing something is an opportunity to appreciate it. So at one point, you may have lost someone, but it helped you learn to appreciate that person because you were without them for a while. For walking away, we have purpose. I know what I am here to do. And for your new beginning card, we have indecision. I use my intuition in all aspects of life. So you're unsure about this new beginning that you have coming in. So let's get some information on the indecision card. Your soul is spirit manifest in this physical dimension. Even though you may feel limited by the constraints of your body, your connection to the infinite wisdom of the universe is always available to you in the form of intuition. You are never alone when making any decision. Spirit only wants the best for you, and by listening to your inner voice, you will always be guided to the proper outcome. All you have to do is ask. The expectation of others is only an illusion. You were not born to listen to fear, you were taught to listen to it. So, you're not supposed to be, listening to fear around this time, but you were taught, to listen to fear. You were taught to be afraid. So, fear is what's holding you back as far as this new beginning goes. You're kind of unsure about it. And with door to spirit for judgment, we are all spirit. We are all the same. It's only the roles we have chosen to play here on earth that make us seem different. The biggest lesson you have chosen to learn is to love. There are so many situations in this physical dimension that it is possible to incarnate into. Had to close that pop up. But the core lesson is to look past these illusions and see yourself in everyone. Each soul has chosen its own struggles, and your task is not to judge how someone goes about overcoming these obstacles, but to assist that soul. Spirit has given you the tools of compassion and empathy to help you see through the eyes of those who appear different. Your ego has taught you that making other people feel insignificant or inferior will allow you to feel better about yourself. This is an illusion. By diminishing others, you diminish yourself. Always learn to follow the golden rule. I will treat others as I would like to be treated. Everyone in your life is here to teach you something about yourself Accept the lesson with love and understanding. Okay. So, our job is not to judge people or condemn them. We're supposed to assist people in their journeys. And you may have gotten closer to spirit through prayer or your dreams telling you something. Now, you may still have guilt associated with leaving or deviating from a path, but you're trying to release that guilt. Tell us more about guilt. So, no one is perfect, okay? Everyone makes mistakes. Guilt is not always rational, but if you examine it subjectively, act on it and release it, it becomes a temporary emotion. Long held guilty feelings are never good and will create a roadblock to self love and happiness. You must continually scan your current emotions for any guilty feelings and bring them to the surface for analysis. Healthy guilt is a warning that action should be taken. Irrational guilt needs to be released. So, if you feel bad for judging someone, and you apologize to them, and then you can let it go, that's a healthy guilt. But irrational guilt is if you keep holding on to something and you never let it go. Like, you need to eventually let it go. Excuse me. So, once you let your guilt go, you have blossoming abundance coming in along with perseverance. And so tell me more about perseverance. Now is the time to make the proper changes and take risks and do things you never thought you could before. Your soul must learn to become aware of its inner strength. Live the joyfulness your soul yearns for and engage in activities you have always wanted to try, but you're afraid to fail at. So when you're abundant, don't be afraid to go out there and try new things. Your soul would not yearn for something that you couldn't accomplish. You have the strength and fortitude to be capable of greatness. Okay. So, with your grief card, we have when you accept in your heart that you will be reunited with everything you have ever loved, it will give you the ability to move beyond your grief and derive something beneficial from the experience. To wallow in grief is to pass up the opportunity that you and your soul family have devised and learn nothing from it. Instead, allow your grief to take you to a place of deeper understanding. Okay. So your grief is taking you to a deeper place of understanding. It's taking you to a deeper place of understanding what's going to heal you and what makes you happy. Okay. So sometimes we have to lose something or someone to realize how valuable they are to us. Um, so I'm going to be pulling some more cards, but the cards I'm going to be pulling are from the bestiary. And the bestiary cards, I just pull like 3 of them. And these are about different types of animals and what those animals have to tell us. There is one card in the deck that represents humans, but that's the only card that represents humans. And after I'm done with these cards, I'm going to do the herbal cards, and then I'm going to call it a night. I've already done some readings for today, but I felt like working with some oracle cards since I rarely ever work with those. And like I've got all these oracle cards and the bestiary and the herbiary cards, I just opened those today. Like I just opened them out of their plastic wrapping because I haven't even been messing with them. Like they've been in there in my drawer for a while. So we have nurture connections. You get the gray wolf, and we have know your song, house finch, and find your element, sea turtle. So I can already tell you, what the house finch is about without even looking at the book. The house finch, people underestimate the house finch, but that's how the house finch breaks free. And the house finch is basically about finding your song, speaking your truth, knowing what makes you happy. Gray wolf, you need to play intend. Wolf reminds, this is how you build the bonds of tribe, a sense of wholeness. Wolf knows that you are a shimmering thread in a large tapestry, part of an integral weaving of family and community. Understanding social dynamics and how to play them is Wolf's special medicine. So some of you need to study, social dynamics and the art of like playing or flirting. I'm not saying you don't know how to flirt. I'm just saying, the card is basically talking about studying social dynamics. So with sea turtle, it says, if you feel uncomfortable in your natal family or place of origin, call on sea turtle to help you find your natural element. So some of you are trying to find your soul tribe. You're trying to figure out the group of people you're supposed to be hanging out with, the group of people you get along with, things of that nature. It kind of reminds me of all these cliques you see in high school. Like in high school, there were the goth kids and there were the nerds and there were all sorts of groups. And then when we get out of high school, we have to find groups at work. But these are the herbiary oracle cards. So I'm going to shuffle these as well, and then we'll be done. I like the herbiary cards because I know what some of the herbs themselves do. So we have the white willow, the ways of water. This basically means to let your emotions flow. Don't hold your emotions in. And we have ripple outward, self-heal, and heart's home, hawthorn, okay? So I need to look up self-heal because I haven't seen that one before. So ripple out from here. You're discovering the secret of your own true healing. And for hawthorn, we have you need to strengthen your heart and guard it from homesickness by tending the connections between the spirit realms and the material world, okay? All right, so some of you may be feeling homesick around this time. You may be spending time with someone, and then when you're with them, you feel kind of homesick. All right, so that's all I have, Libra. Whatever it is you're going through this month, I hope things work out for you. It looks like things are going just fine. You're learning a lot of life lessons, and you're just taking things as they come. So that's all I have. Take care. Namaste.